The latest indications coming from Milan is that he won't start, that Piatek will get the start. But I'll tell you what, Dan, I'll bet you a steak dinner we see Zlatan at some point, even if he has to go and personally stomp his way onto the field and remove Piatek.
Gab, when you were away, we drew the line at 8 goals in the 21 remaining matches.
Well, if he gets to take the penalties, I don't think that's an unrealistic target for him. But I mean, I think more than the goals, I think what Milan are looking is for a lift, for a bit of toughness, for a lot of the intangibles. Milan are convinced that there's a lack of leadership there, which I don't fully buy. I think people like Donnarumma and Romagnoli, even though they're younger, are leaders. But obviously, Zlatan will go and he's going to bear the brunt, and he's going to bear the brunt of the responsibility and then the brunt of the leadership. And really, that's why he's there. That's what the club believe that they need as a short-term rental to get them moving in the right direction, and then worry about next year. It's
going to be a success.
I think it's a big question.
It is, Kasey.
I mean, he's obviously a little bit older.
Yep.
He self-admittedly is saying he's not going to be running like he used to, but he has such a physical presence. He has such technical ability to score from anywhere. And I think if the circumstances are right for him, yes, he can be successful. But I think if AC Milan is expecting for him to carry them, I don't think he can do that at this stage. But I think he will do something spectacular in this return at some stage.
Where are you on my magical 8?
I think that's a decent number. Was that your number?
Yeah, well, I think so.
Or was that just a general consensus number?
No, I think it was my specific...
You taking responsibility.
That's why I drew the line.
Yeah, I think, listen...
Over or under?
If...
Penalties or not penalties? Because I agree with Gab. I think if he's taking penalties, there's a chance.
I'm going to go
he's
under.
Taking penalties, of course.
Well, he's got to be on the pitch to take the penalties.
As Gab says, he'll sub himself on.
I'm going to go just under. And you know, in answering your question about what the success, whether he'll be a success, I think the bigger question is what is success in this AC Milan team, who continue to struggle and can continue to disappoint. Listen, coming into this team, I think he'll have as big or bigger impact than anybody else in that dressing room. But again, given how far this bar has fallen for AC Milan, I'm not sure exactly what that says.
Meanwhile, Napoli against Inter Milan, Gab, what a way to start 2020.
Yeah, no question about it. I think Napoli has been galvanized. There has been a bit of a Gattuso effect, but I think there's still a lot of work for them to do. But look, this is not necessarily where you want to start the year if you're Antonio Conte's Inter. But the good news is, since he's back, he should be starting the game. Barella is certainly on his way back, and the thing with Conte is there's a fearlessness to this Inter that I don't think they're going to be intimidated at all going into Naples, and I think they feel that they have the confidence to come away from there with all 3 points.
Do you have the same confidence, Gab?
Look, I think I get accused of being too critical of Gattuso, but I think the reality is he can only do so much. He's not going to go and pull rabbits out of a box. What he will do is he'll be conservative and he'll try to minimize the screw-ups. And so this means that Inter are going to have to take the game to them. And look, if Lukaku is on the form that he showed, before Christmas, I think it's going to be very, very tough for Napoli.
How much of a statement would it be, Gab, if Inter win this?
I think it would show that that the Conte effect is there, that they feel that they can walk into any team and get a result one way or the other. And I think also for a team like Inter, which, in midfield with the injuries, they've had older players that they have to defend with a certain type of intensity, with a lot of high intensity. And that's been their problem. That's why they've conceded goals late. I think the fact that they're coming in, relatively fresh after a couple weeks off, I think that can give them the impetus to go away to the São Paulo and get the points they need. And don't forget too, as far as Napoli is concerned, there's a whole bunch of players there who, now that we're in January, a lot of contractual issues, a lot of transfer speculation rearing its head again. Not really what you need if you're Napoli.
Who are you going for in this one, Shaq?
Inter. Listen, I just feel that this Inter team playing far too well, despite what Gattuso may bring to Napoli. I don't see Inter losing at all.
I think Napoli will be happy with the draw.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.